Dun 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 dun. Hello everybody, this is Doomarang3's, aka Cameron Dixon, and welcome to my over 2,000 subscribers Q&A special. And I'm going to answer all the questions in the comment section that I made on the announcement video. So without further ado, let's begin. And if you hear me rambling or background noises, then I'm just fiddling around with some of my stuff in my room. Let's answer the first question, shall we? The most asked and often question I get. Okay, now this question came from Princess Darkness the Dragon. It says, when are you gonna make Scourge Lockdown Part 4? That's an interesting question, Princess. When am I gonna make Scourge Lockdown Part 4? Indeed. When? Next year. I'm gonna make Scourge Lockdown Part 4 sometime next year. You guys probably want to know the reason why it took me so long to make Scourge Lockdown Part 4, but I'll answer that later on in another question. But yeah, that's when I'm gonna make it, sometime next year, hopefully. Okay, question number 2 by Evan. You spelled Evan wrong. Evan Adams. You spelled Adams wrong. Have you watched the first SpongeBob movie when you were a kid? Okay. One side of me will say, duh. The honest side, yes, I have seen the first SpongeBob movie when I was a kid. Of course, I was a SpongeBob fan. Yeah, I was into SpongeBob. I'm not into SpongeBob as much as I used to due to the shit seasons later on. But yeah, I did watch the first SpongeBob movie when I was a kid. It was funny as hell and all that stuff. And, I love every bit of it. The second SpongeBob movie, in case you're curious, I don't like it as much as the first movie, but it's alright. I'll say it's a lot better than the shit seasons that we got of SpongeBob after. I'm for one of the SpongeBob people that I think season 4 wasn't the start of the shit seasons, because it's still technically a decent season, despite, there's not as much good compared to the first 3 seasons, but I'll say it's like a transitional season, like Pie Guy Rules said on his every single episode of Spot Season 4 reviewed, and it's not really a bad season. But he's like Season 6, that's was the first Scumbob season, while Season 5 was meh in a different sort of sense that, it's just kind of, like the negative kind of slightly outweighs the good, just almost. Okay, next question by some guy named WolfLover555, and he's got like a buttload of questions, and I'm going to answer them. How do you do your Scourge voice? Yeah, it's easy. Just do a slight surfer dude voice. Go lower. Just go lower like this. High pitching it up. Like higher, and higher. And, yeah. Surfer dude. Like cowabunga, dude. That's cool. It's like my Michelangelo voice. Only, make it sound more darker. Make it sound more darker. Make it sound more sinister. Make it sound like down here. And I guess mix it in with Torn from Jack 2. And then, that's how I do my Scourge voice. But, honest to God, if you want to know the real truth of how I made my Scourge voice, well, apparently I was listening to Mikey Kelly, and he's the voice actor that did the voice of Ratchet from the first Ratchet and Clank game, before, James Arnold Taylor took over from Going Commando and onwards. And apparently I was saying, I was thinking about what possible voice could fit Scourge, the Hedgehog in the Archie Sonic comics, and I played Mikey Kelly's Ratchet voice clips on top of a picture of Scourge, and then I figured, I can kind of see a voice like this working. I can kind of see it. That if it sounds more darker, more gravelier, and more sinister sounding, I think it could work. So I experimented with the voice, and I tried to sound like Mikey Kelly's Ratchet voice, and I did a terrible job at it. I've been practicing doing it since November of 2013 and December. Trying to get into character. Then when I kept practicing, I eventually did the voice, and yeah, that's how my Scourge voice got made in the first place. Pretty much. Okay, next question. Who is your favorite Sonic character? My favorite Sonic character has to be... Well, if I say game character, I would definitely say Rouge the Bat. Because, come on, how can you not go wrong with those titties? So yeah, Rouge the Bat, definitely my favorite character. But if I was a male character, I guess, I would say... Sonic. Of course, how can you go wrong with Sonic? And favorite Archie character? Archie character. That's gonna be a toughie because I like mostly all of them, so I'm just gonna go with mostly all of them. I can't decide one, but yeah, favorite overall Sonic character, Rouge the Bat, and I guess male character, I guess Sonic. Maybe Shadow, who knows? Okay, what is your favorite Sonic vocal song? Endless Possibilities, and Live Life, but I would definitely say Endless Possibilities from Sonic Unleashed. What is your favorite Sonic game? Eeny, meeny, miny, Sonic Heroes. Yep, I said it, Sonic Heroes. And I guess Sonic Adventure 1, and I think I said Sonic Adventure 1, Heroes, Generations. That's pretty much it. Okay. What other Sonic comics are you planning to do in the future? Well, I have it labeled on my channel description on, the comics I'm planning to do. But, don't worry. I'll announce them in due time. Don't want to spoil what type of comics I'm planning on doing in the future. Heck, your anticipation for the announcement will be much better instead of just me announcing it. But, who knows? The ones I listed down on my channel details is I'm gonna change it. So, I'm gonna leave it how it is now, and I'm probably gonna do other comic dubs. But I'll say the basic ones I'm planning on doing is fans asked me to do Control Part 1, because I already did Control Part 2 of the werehog story. But I decided to go with, Control Part 2 because it was more werehog action than that one, and Part 1 kind of was very slow paced, and I didn't want it to drag on, so I decided to cut out Part 1 and just immediately go to Part 2. But I'm just going to use the ending part of Part 1, just as a build-up, I guess. Instead of just immediately starting with Sonic saying, Yahoo! Let me just start him when he's transforming. So the setup may be confusing to people who haven't read the comic if they're just jumping on a random YouTube video, then yeah. What is your favorite Sonic comic? The Sonic Archie comics? Adoy. But okay, for favorite issue, I would definitely say Waves of Change, definitely. The Waves of Change arc so far is my favorite of the new universe, next to Champions. But yeah, I would definitely go with Waves of Change. Okay, next question. Have you ever voice acted for other YouTubers before? If so, then who? Yes, I have voiced for other YouTubers like Greg, Natalie Guess, I guess SPD64, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And I can't list them all, man. I can't list them all. I've voiced acted for dozens of people since last year and this year. Can't list them all. I haven't got time to think about that one. But then again, it'll be a chore to try and my damnness and my research to try to find every last single people that I voice acted for. Anyway, I'm kind of stumped on that one, so that's a bit too detailed. Are you planning to become a voice actor for TV shows and movies in the future? That depends if I get an agent, or if I get discovered by a professional voiceover guy, then yes, I would love to. But yeah, I'm not discovered yet, so I highly doubt I'll be there maybe someday. Don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I don't know. maybe I need some help. But I don't know. But yes, I do plan. Hopefully, but don't know how. Okay, next question is Roderick Tate. Are you going to make Sonic Universe 32 Scourge breaks out of jail? Well, it's called Jailbreak, but still. I'm pretty sure I answered this, but yeah. But yes, I'm planning on doing it. Because that's a new thing that I'm doing nowadays with my comic dramas. Like, for those of you who are curious of what's going to be my next comic drama after the one I'm working on, I usually just post it at the after credits. Like, so it's like, so yeah, like I say, you might want to stay tuned for the after credits and all my future comic dramas because, like, I'll show a little brief teaser, like, I'll just show the cover art of the next Sonic comic issue that I'm going to be dubbing next. And I usually pre-plan this every comic drama I do. I'll just pre-plan, like, okay, my next Sonic comic drama will be this, and all that stuff. The reason I make videos much quicker and faster last year is because I didn't have a job last year. So if I got a lot of free time on my hands to actually make as many videos as I freaking please. But yeah, since I got a job, things have been stressful. Every time I got for work, I get stressed, I get tired, I feel like I want to go to bed instead of like sitting on my computer, continue editing stuff. Like maybe on my off days, I'll find the time to do it, or when I get motivated enough. And during the entire month of September and October, I've been addicted playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Like, I got addicted to the Kingdom Hearts series, like, especially 2, which 2 is definitely my favorite out of the games, 3 games I played. I think about playing Reach Anime Memories, but yeah, like, for like the entire month of October, I was supposed to get work done on Ways of Chain Part 4, but yeah. Are you planning on doing Worlds Unite in the future? Worlds Unite, the recent Sonic and Mega Man crossover. No, because I'm not really a big fan of Worlds Unite. Like, I'll say the story was a little too over-congested, and I hear there was executive meddling with the story, and it was kind of pointless and a waste of time since they did that whole Sonic 06 reset, or when Sonic 06 just blew out a candle and then boom, none of this shit ever happens, and everyone forgot about it except, Sonic at least have slight memories where they kind of remember but not fully remember what had happened since they were the only two there to blow up the flame. And same thing with this one, like, Xander, I think, just reset the past. None of this ever happened, no impact, and I think the impact went a little too far at going as far as destroying Sonic's planet. And then, okay, it's in Sonic, Mega Man, and Mega Man X and Dr. Eggman has some slight memories of what just happened, but, I feel like I say cop-out. A complete and utter cop-out, so like, I'm all for big stories, but if you do one that's convoluted as that, then with a bit too much unnecessary fan service, like if we the fans know these Sega and Capcom related characters, but in a comic world, like, they just show up as just brief fan servicey cameos with not much going on with them. Which I'm saying, like, if this wanted to be bigger, I think this could have been like, maybe if this was like a TV show, I guess they'll have more time. But they're trying to pull off a Marvel Cinematic Universe with Worlds Unite, where it's like the Avengers crossover. But at least Avengers did it better because at least each of the superheroes got their own separate movies to establish them and build them up. Then we have the inevitable crossover. But since these characters are not well established, like, I think the story could have got enough going on if they just did simply just like make the Mega Man X universe crossover, since that's been established. The Sonic Boom universe comic has somewhat been established. I would say the Sonic Boom in general barely got established. There was no real origin or anything, and it just starts. Not really much world building in that show. But yeah, but still, it's like if they just make it Mega Man X, and the Archie Sonic universe and the Archie Sonic Boom universe, and I think we could have gotten a good enough crossover since they were pretty much established. Then the random other Capcom and Sega characters showing up is just like, okay, just not a proper build up. But yeah, that's the answer. Like, no, I'm not planning on doing Worlds Unite. Heck, I was like, even if I do, I'll probably just maybe voice act for it if somebody else is doing Worlds Unite and asks me to voice act a certain character for it, then I'll surely do that, but I'm not going to edit it myself. Okay, Jordan the Whackback Cat 11. How you doing, girly girl? Okay, her question is, what was your inspiration to do voice acting / comic dramas? Kova Bomb, Elson Wong, Donnie Go 12, Sonic Comic Theater, I think Shadow for One, Goomba Brony, and M. Michael 154 are all my inspirations of doing, of inspiring and decided to make my comic dramas in the first place. So that answers Jordan's question. Okay, next question by JS Films. Name your 3 favorite YouTubers. Some Call Me Johnny, Skyward Wing, and SBD64. So yeah, Some Call Me Johnny, Skyward Wing, and SBD64 are my favorite YouTubers out there. Well, 3 of them. I bet since you asked me to name 3 of them, that's my 3. I could name a lot more of them, but that would take a very long time and it would drag the video out. So 3, yeah, definitely Some Call Me Johnny, Skyward Wing, and SBD64. Next question by Japanese, Korean, or Chinese words with a Sonic Shadow and silver icon on it. I don't know who that is. He says, do you like chili dogs? Y-E-S exclamation point. Yes, I like chili dogs. Okay, next question by Nathan Kissel. You must be full of yourself if you like to kiss it. How long does it take to make your video? Your videos, I guess that's what you meant. It depends on if my job doesn't get in my way. Like, last year when I got no job or no work getting in my way, 2 months to make a comic drama. When I have a job, it could take 2.5 or 3 months now to make a comic drama, since my job keeps getting in the way, so, and I need to provide for my family and house, so yeah, I still live with my parents. I'm 20 years old. Haven't yet afford my own place to live. So, yeah, that's usually how long it takes me to make a video with or without my job. Like, with my job, it's like maybe 2.5 or 3 months, or 3.5. Or without my job getting in the way, like last year ago, I would definitely say about 2 months. Maybe less than 2 months, maybe a month and a half, give or take. Except for Ways to Change Parts 1 and 2, which is like a 2-in-1 comic drama where I fused 2 comic dramas together into one. And that took about like 18.5 weeks, I think. Or 17.5 weeks, I think. And that took like us from about 3.5 months to make Ways to Change Part 1 and 2. Okay, next question by Caddy Wright. Is it Caddy Wright or Katie Wright? Don't know. How do you guys do the werehog voice? That sounds like a question you might want to ask Mr. Pascal. Like, he did the voice of Sonic the Werehog. I asked him, can he do it? And that was his first time doing the werehog voice. So yeah, if you want to know details, you might want to ask Mr. Pasquale about it. Since he voiced the werehog, so I don't know how he came up with it, but that sounds more like a question you should be asking Mr. Pasquale about. Okay, that's all the questions. Thank you guys for sending me your answers, and I was glad to answer them. I mean, I may seem sarcastic and cynical about it sometimes, but yeah, I'm just joking around, so don't take some of my sarcasm seriously. But anyway, okay. And I'm going to be doing more content your way soon. Hopefully if my damn job don't get in my way. Which most likely it will. But yeah, Christmas is about family togetherness. Let's do this crap. Okay, see you later, people, and take care.